Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to another round of weekly readings. I hope you've been well over the last week or two. Um, Fresh new day. Yesterday was a little rocky as far as readings went, so I'm hoping it's a little bit smoother today for you. I actually did record your reading last night, and it was not flowing, so I thought best just to hold off and do it again today so that you can get the highest and the best that I could possibly offer. So we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out first. Sorry, I'll try to keep it in the screen. I've changed locations. I normally work from my basement because it's quiet down there. But there's nobody in the house right now, so I thought it's always nice to come sit in the bay window and look at all the birds and the plants and flowers and stuff. We'll see. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll ride the wave. I do feel like this is you already. I mean, I'd like to get some more cards out, but I do feel it's you that's embracing the energy of the Queen of Pentacles here. I don't know if you're thinking a lot about life recently, kind of doing a lot of reflection, possibly on your finances. I mean, that really stands out in that card there. But it feels like this energy of deep thought. I'm not going to say any more until I get more cards. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So we've got the Five of Pentacles coming out with the Seven of Swords. You know, I'm trying to be more open-minded about the Seven of Swords. You know, when I see it, I typically don't get good vibes. Like, I think we always think of like cheating or not telling the truth or that sort of thing. But, yeah, I'm going to try to be a little more open-minded. We'll see. We can always grow, right, as readers. It feels like you are worried about money. I mean, with the Five of Pentacles coming out there, you've obviously been through a really difficult time. A really difficult time. And it, you know, with Pentacles showing up again, that could absolutely be financial. I don't know if you've been out of a home. So, you know, if you're homeless in one way or another. I'm just getting this feeling that it has to do with some deception in a relationship that's left you like this. Magician coming out next. I just want to clarify that Seven of Swords, because the Seven of Swords is looking back over their shoulder, and they're sneaking away. And so I don't know if this is you having to kind of sneak away from a relationship that hasn't been serving you. And you're having to say, you know, goodbye to what the Queen of Pentacles stands for, right? And so it's kind of like that comfortable home environment, being the nurturer. You know, it feels to me like there's something about you having to walk away from that, and potentially do it quietly. But I think you're really concerned about the implications of that and potentially the financial implications of that. I don't know, maybe if you rely on someone for your income, or at least in part. Let's clarify the Seven of Swords, please. I don't even feel inclined to do it because I just keep getting the message like they're showing me the Four Swords here with the two left behind. And it's almost like you're taking everything you have with you that you possibly can, and so only the necessities and leaving, you know, what you're not able to take with you behind. This is really how it's coming across to me. With the Magician here, I mean, the Magician, you know, you've got that Gemini, Virgo energy. That tells you that all of the tools are kind of at your disposal. You have everything that you need. And so I'm inclined to say that although as scary as this may seem, I don't know if you've actually done this yet or not, or if this is, it kind of feels to me like you're planning it. It doesn't actually feel like you've actually done it yet. It's almost like a reassurance to say that, you can manifest the life that you desire. And more than that, though, is that you do have all the tools that you need to do this. Yeah. So just almost like a reassurance that yes, yes, you can, sort of thing. I just heard blessing in disguise when the Four of Cups popped out here. Um, Again, I think there's some worry going on. I think you're looking at the past, or you're looking even at the current situation, and thinking like, I don't know about this. I'm just really not too sure about it. And again, kind of contemplating, but the universe is trying to show you here that there's something coming in for you. There's something that you're not seeing quite yet. Okay. And I think this is, again, in line and rhythm with the Magician, reassuring you that you do have everything that you need, and that you are capable of doing whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, exactly. And, this decision, is bringing in more balance in your life. Okay. Because I think that's something that's been missing. I'm just getting, I just heard the song Yellow Brick Road by Elton John. You might want to take a listen to that. But there's something just about balancing, grounding. I don't know if you've been having troubles, emotionally through all of this, but this card really just does speak to trusting and to being able to kind of ground yourself while also being in your emotions. Okay. That was just the Three of Pentacles on the bottom there. We'll see if that comes out later. So we've got the Four of Wands and the Ten of Wands here. Yeah. Again, I feel like these are worries here. Like with the Four of Wands coming out, it's almost like you'll be victorious in this. There will be victory. If you do use the tools at your disposal. I'm also hearing like you might need a friend in this. Whether this is a colleague, a coworker, a friend, a close family member, there's somebody that is going to help you with this. You don't have to do this alone. And with the Ten of Wands here, it really does again feel like this worry is like when we see the worry about, how am I going to be homeless? Where am I going to live? Where am I going to get my money from? So focused on this that you're not seeing, the way forward, that this, potentially leaving this situation could bring you a lot of balance and harmony in your life. Okay. Down that yellow brick road. The Ten of Wands really again speaks about how am I going to do this? Like it just seems so big and so monumental. It's so heavy. I just don't know if I have the strength to do this here. And it's saying you do. Like this is in your head. And of course, anytime we're going through a big decision where we're leaving someone or something, whether this is a job or whether this is a person, it always comes across as something that's too much, at some point. But, it just seems that the dam breaks, whether it's we get a sudden burst of energy or someone comes along our path and we hear something that gives us that little extra push. This is what... yeah, the moon was just underneath that card. So it's almost like you can't see it yet, right? It's not something that's evident to you just yet, but give it time. I don't know if you're planning to leave at night, in the middle of the night. Yeah, exactly. It's time to move on with the Six of Swords, moving on. And it's even an acknowledgement that this could be a lot of work. It's not just all up in your head. Yeah, absolutely. This could be a lot of work. But again, you're not going to have to do this alone. I really feel like, again, there's one person in particular that's going to help you with this. And it's to move on to, to greener pastures. You feel pretty beat down right now, though. Like, if you look at both of these cards here, both of those cards there, just the posture of this person here is one, is tired, is just weathered down, you might have a child, a boy, I'm getting here as well. And that also, makes this decision even harder. Very difficult. So what are you moving towards with the Six of Swords? What are you moving towards here? I'm just hearing it's not selfish to take all that you can. I don't get a sense of like greed from this. I really do feel like it's secretly planning to get away. Do you know what I mean? Like to make off. You know, I heard like a thief in the night, but it's not. It's not to say you're a thief, but it's like comparing it to like, you know, someone taking something and getting off as quietly as they can, sort of thing. But someone needs to hear that this isn't selfish to do this, to take what your hands can hold, sort of thing. That you're absolutely entitled to that and deserving of it. So interesting. I asked to clarify what the Six of Swords was going towards, and we have the Two of Pentacles come up with the King of Pentacles. Interesting, because we do have a couple here. Let's get some more cards out. It's difficult for me to say if you're moving towards this King of Pentacles or you're moving away from this King of Pentacles. I would actually know. It's because there's a choice that you're having to make, and you've been making this choice for quite some time. You've been going back and forth, like, and again, this has been emotionally turbulent for you. It's like one day, you know, you've kind of figured out, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, and the next day you're just like, no, oh my god, this is crazy, I can't do this, and the next day you're like, yeah, I can. And so it's like this up and down, and really trying to decide. This King of Pentacles is looking away, so it's almost like they don't have a clue what's going on. You know, it's almost like one of those people that looks to the future, and you know, when you leave them, they're like, what? Like, why? Everything's great. What are you talking about? You're not happy. Like, you know, they're totally gobsmacked by this. Oh, sorry, that's just my phone. Let me turn that off here. That scared me. Sorry, guys. I usually have this on silent, so I'm just going to pop it on now. There we go. Yeah, so someone who's like gobsmacked when you're just like, you know, not happy. I'm doing this. The Empress. Huh. That's interesting because this King of Pentacles is looking over at this Empress here. Perhaps they're distracted by somebody else. Let's get some more cards out here. I don't feel like this Empress is you. I don't. I'm just sitting here kind of getting a feel for things, and it feels like somebody outside of all of this is what it feels like. So for some of you out there, it could be that you're trying to decide. I don't know if perhaps you are in a relationship with somebody, you know, a King of Pentacles can be Taurus. I don't know. To me, it always feels like Virgo too. It could be Capricorn, but I think they've got their eye potentially on somebody else. And if you're not aware of this already, this reading isn't for you, or this version of the reading isn't for you, because I feel like you know about this because you're trying to make a decision, right? A very tumultuous decision. Yeah, that this is someone involved with somebody else. And it's interesting because now we've got the King of Wands coming out. And it's almost like the King of Wands is standing back watching all of this. So I don't know if this is, you know, this friend that's going to be helping you out or potentially helping you out. I don't know if this friend is somebody that kind of shone the light on this situation here and was like, you should probably know about this. But they're watching all of this. They're watching whatever's going on between these two and you trying to make this decision. And here's you trying to decide what to do. Yeah, I really, the more, like when I look at this spread and I'm drawn back up to the Queen of Pentacles, like there's this look of the dreams that you had for your relationship, for your family, because I do believe there's children involved here. It's almost like they've been dashed because this King of Pentacles has drawn his attention towards this Empress over here. And the King of Wands knows about it. So whether the King of Wands told you or you found out about it, but it's left you in this place where you're needing to decide, you take a hike or stay put and kind of live a lie, right? Okay. What else do we need to know here? Or advice for our beautiful Sagittarius. Did I say a blessing in disguise somewhere earlier? Can't recall. So Ace of Wands coming out and the Eight of Wands. Let's get some more cards out, but this almost feels like this King of Wands had something to do with communication coming in about this passionate new beginning that almost feels like very sexual. Between these two here. If not an actual affair, then it might be feelings, you know, headed that way, but I'm just getting a ton of sexual energy off this Ace of Wands, and I don't always. And, you know, potentially this person bringing in communication about that to you and leaving you feeling like this and like this Five of Pentacles. I'm just hearing it's better that you know. And like I said, that this reading won't come as a surprise to you. Yeah, exactly. It's better that you know. It's better to be told this. It's better to find this out now. To know where you stand. That doesn't make it any easier, though, I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, so this, again, if this hasn't happened, this is not a prediction. This is for somebody where it has happened. Goodness. It's funny, I could have sworn that was upside down with the Eight of Swords there. With the Three of Cups on the bottom. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords, please. I think you feel trapped. I think this is just speaking to more of your emotions here, where it feels like you don't know what to do. You don't know which way to turn. You feel trapped by this situation because you have put so much into it in the past. It's almost like, how do I describe this feeling? It's almost like you putting your heart and soul into something and then having to take it all down and start over. Or it's like harvesting a crop. So you grow this beautiful crop of flowers or garden vegetables or whatever, and then the fall comes and you have to take it all down, and you think like, like it seems almost like a shame, right? Like, the flowers is probably a better example. You know, you spend a bunch of money on flowers and stuff. They're so beautiful, and now, you know, you have to take them in and pull them out because they're like annuals, right? Where they're not going to keep coming back year after year. It's like that feeling there, and wondering how you're going to start fresh, how you're going to start all over again. Because we've got the Eight of Swords, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands coming out next. And the bottom of the deck, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So absolutely, for you, it really is a matter of, it's interesting, I don't see a lot of cups in here. I mean, the only cups we have are really the Four of Cups. Everything else is either wands or pentacles. And for you, it really is that sense of stability that's being shaken to the core sort of thing. It really is. And, you know, even if this person, if you are going to separate from this person and, you know, you split your assets and that sort of thing, it's still a significant loss for you, because it's not just about the money for you, it's about the foundation, right? Because the Ten of Pentacles is about legacy. It's more than just money. It's legacy. It's the family home that you've built and that sort of thing. And for you, that's a significant loss there. So, you know, your coin is bigger than this King of Pentacles, but it's almost like that's not a lot of solace to you. It's not a lot of solace at all. So even if they were fair and, you know, everything was equitably split, for you, the loss, you can never replace that loss. Not financially. Not financially at all. Yeah, this is about letting go. We've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So, and the Chariot on the bottom. So it's like, you can't stay here. And I think you recognize that you can't stay in this energy. You've got to let this idea go. Like it's done. And I think this is a done deal for you. Whether, you know, this person isn't willing to work on it, or you're not willing to work on it, and you're just like, nope, that's crossed a line sort of thing. It's too much for me. Whatever it is, you know, you have to let go. But it's almost like you feel frozen and like you just can't. It's like taking those steps forward. So I don't know if this is all thinking about going, like I said up here in the beginning, you know, it's kind of mulling it over. It does feel a bit fresh to me. Like not just found out a week or two ago, but it's probably been maybe a month or so. Let's get some advice. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles on the beginning. Or on the beginning. Oh my gosh. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. You know, which to me is always a magnificent new beginning. But it's one where you don't know where it's going to lead. Like it's the promise of a new beginning, but it's like, but what is that? But what does that look like? And right now you don't have those answers. And so it's not very reassuring to you, I don't think. It's just like, well, that's great, but show me, you know. And of course, it's a process. Going through something like this is a process. It's a journey. It's something that happens incrementally, step by step. You know, the healing that occurs. You can't rush it. There's no time limit on it. Everybody's different. Everybody's circumstances are different. I don't see a lot of people around. You know, I see this one primary person who honestly almost feels like a father figure, or just somebody who, you know, is a friend and is just very mature, who's maybe been through this before. I don't know, but they're a rock to you. But other than that, I don't see a lot of people around you right now. I don't know if you're not letting them in, or if you're just one of, you know, a solitary person. I feel that's very possible. You know, like you kind of kept to yourself, and you tend to, you know, the day to day, you're making your home lovely, you're very proud of it. You know, I feel almost like some Cancer energy, honestly. It's just like, and very comfortable in the home, which I get for a Sagittarius doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but depending on what you have in your chart, right, that you might have more water in your chart, let's say. So, you know, Cancer, Pisces, I feel, but more so Cancer. I'd be interested to know if you've got like a Venus, a rising, or a moon in Cancer. Some advice, please, for Sagittarius. Interesting. I got the tribe yesterday, too, for someone. I can't remember who now, but It's funny because I had just finished talking about like where's your tribe? Like aside from this one person, where is everybody? You know, and I see like a mom and a baby here, you know. So again, um, I don't know if you're just feeling really lonely right now and like you don't have a whole tribe. Because there's a real focus again on home being everything, of home being your stability, the place that grounded you, the place where you felt safest and most comfortable. And this is all kind of being blown apart. Oh, it says hotel on there. Interesting. If you're staying in a hotel, you're thinking of going to a hotel when you go. I've never seen that sign before on there. Some more advice, please. Orphans. Oh, yeah. I feel like this is how you feel right now. I'm wondering if this person walked out on you. Because it has that terrible heavy feeling. Round and round. Yeah. You know, and it's funny, the round and round coming out beside the Two of Pentacles, it's almost like, and this is in your head, it's like these thoughts, whether you're planning something, whether you're stuck in a cycle, it just going, you know, when your thoughts are going around and around in your head and you just can't break that cycle, you can't break that chain, and it leads to almost feeling like you're going mad because it's just like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? I can't believe this is happening. And like, you know, you just can't catch a break from that. You just can't catch a break from it. And not knowing which direction to turn, again, is what I was getting over here with the Eight of Swords. If someone did tell you about this, it was very difficult for them to do that. It was really difficult. They had to do it, though. It's one of those things where they felt they had to do it, but it hurt them very deeply to have to. Loyal heart. I feel like this is speaking about this friend of yours that either told you or is there supporting you right now. Chop wood. They're going to help you. Yeah, they're going to help you do this. I feel like right now you might just need to rest, that you just might need more time to take this in, I'm getting almost, before you get to it. Like, I know it says chop wood, and that's usually the, you know, get to work on this and move sort of thing, but I feel like it'll slowly start to lift. It will. And new possibilities, something will be presented to you, like a door is going to open for you, and it's going to allow you to move forward with ease. Okay. Exchanging gifts. I just heard that it might be an anniversary date soon. So your anniversary might have been coming up, or your birthday. There's something. It's a milestone of some sort that you would normally celebrate. I really do feel like it was an anniversary or something like that, because it's an exchange of gifts. That's not happening. Okay, that's not happening, and I don't think that's leaving you in a good headspace either, because it's just another reminder, right? And then it takes you back up into your head again, where you're going around and around with this. Not very much advice coming out of these cards. It's more, this reading is more about talking about your feelings and where you're at, almost to confirm something for you, or just to give you some reassurance that spirit is aware, you know, your loved ones, whoever you, I don't want to say believe in, but it's almost like if this is resonating with you and you're hearing this, there's a higher power that's with you, because they're telling you all of this. This doesn't come from me, right? This is all channeled stuff. So it's almost like an acknowledgement of that, more so than advice. You may not be at the point right now where advice will be helpful. You don't need advice right now. You just need to know that somebody cares, that somebody's aware, that somebody hears your story, that someone sees your story, you know? Poised. I feel like this is future energy, this poised card. There's something here about possibly if you've had a father pass or a grandfather, or it would be somebody that you felt very comfortable with who was, how do I say this? Someone who was like a wise old soul to you. Their strength is within you. It kind of makes me feel more like it's a family member because it's almost like their strength is in you and it will come out. Like, as if you look really carefully at this, when I was just talking about, you know, spirit coming through and stuff, you see that man in there. And this girl's poised. She's, you know, powerful. She's, you know, exploding. Things are going good. It's almost like their power, what the things that you respected most about them are in you, and you're gonna get through this. Is what I was drawn to. It's what I heard. Okay. Could be that you wear something around your neck, or just that they're in your heart, right? The fates, yeah. I don't know. I don't like to say that this was supposed to happen, that this was meant to happen, sort of thing. I guess possibly, maybe. But when I see the fates, I felt more like it had to do with you finding out about this, hearing about this. It doesn't feel good now. But again, I'm just getting that, like, it's better to know. It's better to know than to live a lie, is what I keep hearing. That's all I keep hearing. One more card for Sagittarius, please. Oh, I'm just drawn to my little box down here. There's a card on the bottom. Interesting. Okay. So it says, this is the divination card. And it says, embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. From this card, more so than the message, I'm just getting that you might need some time away. You might need to take some time away. If you're really struggling and you're really up in your head and there's this back and forth feeling and you're not feeling grounded and you're feeling trapped and just overwhelmed, you know, it might help you to embrace an exercise in routine sort of thing. So, I mean, that looks different for everybody. It could be going to a church and praying. It could be, you know, going out to your deck and setting up some candles and crystals and a little fire for yourself. It could be going for a walk in nature and just sitting there and contemplating, that sort of thing. But there's something where you need some time alone to get that sense of clarity and to get that sense of being grounded is what I'm getting from that imagery. Okay. So Sagittarius, sorry, I couldn't give you a funner reading, but somebody out there in the world needed to hear this today. So this one's for you. Take care, Sagittarius. I'll talk to you next week.